Alright, so now we'll actually start on the torso, and so we'll just continue on from the arm. And so for this one, we're going to actually just kind of follow along here, and we'll just follow the polyflow around here. We're just going to build this ring. Comes around here. Leave here. And also here, here, and here. Looks alright. So I'm just kind of cleaning up this area right here. Just kind of with my shift. I'm just kind of smoothing this area out a little bit. And so from here, I can actually just bring this up to here. And again, bring to here. Actually going to just kind of make sure I'm thinking about how this actually is going to split off. So with this, we just want to make sure that we're coming through here the right way. And so here, it's another. Alright. And then from here, I'm actually going to make sure that poly surface, if you end up deselecting it like so, you can just make sure that you're selected on that surface and hit quad draw. And I've noticed that I haven't saved yet, so I want to save this scene. And so I'm going to go to where my document is. So right here, actually I don't want export. I'm actually going to create a new folder, call it Maya. And then here, I'll just call this mascot Retop. Alright. And then here we can come up to this edge here. And for his neck, we might actually, for this neck, we're going to actually build this out a little bit more. So from here, then I can put this up here, like so, and here. And then for this one, as well, like so. And just so we're actually just kind of making it so this kind of comes together here. Smoothing this out. And from here, just basically go to the center and just come along this line. We're actually probably going to there's a way to get all these verts to line up correctly. And so to make sure once we get to that point, so I'm actually going to build the shelf here on this shirt area as well. So I want that to still be available, and so we can see that in the actual design. So we can see that shirt. Actually, just want to make sure, actually I'm going to delete that point and then come in here. That way I can see that a little better. And then from here, we'll just build this up. Let's bring this up. A little bit more. Just the polyflow. Just making sure that we're following the flow of the polygons. Hear that a lot in retopology. Also, just basic like box modeling. You want the flow to look nice and smooth. So all these quads, there are a few triangles which are kind of unavoidable, but for the most part, you can see that the topology is fairly clean. We will kind of go over some of this area and relax some as well. I just like to go through here and relax some of this area that might look like it's not conforming properly. But you can start to get a pretty good flow pretty quickly by using quad draw. That's what one tool that I love about, well, there's a lot of things I love about Maya, but the quad draw tool is really amazing. It does a really good job. It's really clean. So yeah, I like to manually do this just for the fact that I can control exactly where I want my polys to go. I don't, the computer, otherwise the computer is going to guess for you, and I don't want the computer guessing for me. I want to be able to control that myself. So yeah. So from this, I'm actually going to go to my front view and just see where I'm kind of at in. So it looks like I just need to get this a little bit closer to this grid line. So we want this to be basically our center. And so I'm just kind of finding these lines. I'll go all the way down basically to the pant here and probably tweak this just a touch and then go back to perspective. Just wanted to make sure. So actually, if you hold down space and then I'm going to go to the back view as well, just so I can kind of see where the back view is as well. Alright, that one doesn't look too bad. So from here, we can actually just keep plugging along. And here. So losing a little volume through here, so maybe just put a little bit here. Just smooth this out. And so here, here. And kind of build this out fairly quickly, which I really like about quad draw, which I might have said already, but I just really love this tool. Does a really good job. Does a really, they really did awesome work on this tool. Big fan of Maya before, just because of that. So that guy I'm not going to smooth so much. I'm actually just going to keep that. I'll manually do that. Sometimes the smooth, I do notice the smooth will actually collapse into the mesh a little bit more than if you were to just manually have noticed that. So for this guy, so for our shirt, it's feeling pretty good. Liking where that's at. And so for the pants, probably going to just kind of make a shelf, just like right along the top of the belt, or right at the top of the pant line. So I'll probably just put it basically right at the pant line. So it just kind of sticks out just a little bit. And then, so here I can kind of build that ridge along that pant line. Okay, so here Actually, don't want that there. Yeah, I may make some adjustments to this part right here. Just kind of get this pant line in there. So just kind of give it, just kind of place it so we can get that ridge going from here to the pant. So sometimes it won't see like the way that you want it to, so sometimes you have to just force it. And so I'll get rid of this line, and then so from this one I'm actually just going to pop that. I don't know why it's not seeing that. It's not seeing that one very well. Just going to undo a couple times, and from here I'll actually probably just drag it out from here. Just want to make sure I see that line. There we go. There we go. So then I can get rid of this one and then pull this kind of into place where I want it. There we go. It's a little better. So this guy I want to lock there, which is good. Alright, so from this one, what I'm going to try and do is just kind of build out and away from this to actually, so I'll probably make this fairly low poly just through this belt area. I may want to build the actual belt as part of it. So I'm still trying to decide on that one. So actually we're just going to go ahead and move up to the face on this while I think about what I'm going to do there for that. So with that, we'll just start building this neck up. So from here, actually, sometimes we get some weirdness. I can't see this. Can't see this guy. So I'm just actually going to bring that up a little bit. Also this one. So just bring it up more towards the neck a little bit so I can see that surface. Then push it back down into where I want it. I'm just going to push that down into the neck. Actually push this up so we can get that ridge. And then from here we should be able to still see that, which is fine. And this way we can move things around still. Just still placing these where I can actually see, or actual computer can still figure out the path for this. So this neck, don't want it too high poly through here, so I'm actually just going to click up straight from here and let's build this neck. Whoops. And we're going to have to make some choices through here once we get to the face, because this is where we start seeing a lot of most of our polys are going to be in the face, just because with facial expressions and stuff, you really want that geo to be around the face. And so with the face, I'm probably going to actually model with symmetry turned on. This might be a little easier. So just so we can see how to do that, if you turn symmetry to object X, and once we start building, so you can see, so the blue line, if it goes yellow, we're basically right on the actual line. So I'm just going to start around his lips. And so most lips, so I'm just going to bring this down. So just trying to think how the polyflow is going to actually go around his mouth. And so I actually want a little more polys than not. And so with this, I'm going to get this one kind of close. And it's also good to stay about the same. So with this in mind, I'm just going to place these. So if I hold down Shift now, and then just build around, so there we go with the starting of the mouth. And then I'll actually just kind of go through here and just clean this up a little bit. Alright, and then from here, I'm actually just going to follow this polyflow. And from here, it's almost like a mask. It's like we're going to put a mask around his mouth.